It is Wednesday morning, about 9:45 till 10. Just got out here, kind of late start. But today I got to fix a mistake. So I'll put a picture of what I'm talking about. But when we were putting up these two sidewalls yesterday, or on Monday, I quickly looked at the box for the windows and thought it was supposed to be a rough opening of 47.5 by I think I had 37.5 on both, so that's what all these are spec'd out to. But when I looked at the windows again after all the walls were up, the rough opening is supposed to be 48 by 36. The window itself is 47.5 by 35.5 or something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna write those measurements down and I'm gonna have to fix this. At first I thought I would try to just come in here and you know, knock these screws out or cut them, or not screws but the nails that came through. And then one of these window frames is exactly 47.5 top and bottom and maybe just 47.5 plus, so the window would probably fit in if I actually cut the nails that pop through off. However, the other one is off a little bit, so the bottom's like 47.5, which means the window would fit in, but the top part is like 47 and I don't know, maybe 3/8 or something like that, 7/6, yeah, probably 3/8. So it would not fit in. So I'd have to take the sander and shave it down, which I don't really want to do. So after thinking about it yesterday a lot and thinking about it again last night, this morning I've decided I'm just going to take these two walls down, recut those sill plates, the bottom and top, move over those king posts basically a 1/4 of an inch on both sides to get myself exactly 48, and move the top down to give me the dimension I need. So I'm gonna do that first, and then once I get the two wall windows fixed, I'll move on to getting this front wall built and put up, and hopefully that won't take me too long. I can hopefully get it done by close to lunch, so I can go ahead and get some more plywood, because I didn't buy any for the roof because I didn't want it laying around warping on me. So yeah, that's my project for the day. Fix the two windows, get the front wall put up, and start working on the trusses. So there we go. I'll check back in at the end of the day. I am doing a sleep study tomorrow night, follow up from one I did a couple months ago, but the doc said I probably had minor sleep apnea, so they wanted to do a titration, which is where they I come back in, do the sleep study again, but instead of just sleeping and hooking up to a bunch of monitors, they do the same thing, but then they actually put a CPAP on me and try to see if it actually helps with my sleeping or not. So that should be fun. But in order to do that, I had to get tested for COVID yesterday, so I could be all clear for tomorrow. So yeah, so if, you know, a lot of people talking about how it's a horrible test and it's worst excruciating pain ever. I don't know about all that. It definitely is a very long swab that goes way back into your nose, and you can feel it tickling your throat. I want to say it hurt. I want to say it really tickled, but there's definitely something way in the back of my nostrils, both of them. So they go in one, do a little twist, hold for a second, come out, put it in the other one, do a little twist, hold for a second, and then come back out. So got that done, got my results this morning, so I am COVID negative. Woo woo. But yeah, so there you go. Now to get going. I'll check back in later, like I said. It is 3:15, and I just got done eating lunch and coming back from Lowe's with some OSB and some plywood to finish, or to have it ready for at least the roof tomorrow. So I was able to get that wall down, the right one. I got it down, recut that wood, made that opening the right size, put it back up. And that took me right at 3 hours this morning, so that wasn't bad considering I had to move all the lumber, repile it, and then make some cuts. So while I was cutting the new pieces for that window opening, I cut as much as I could for this window opening. So now all I got to do is take this wall down, remove most of that wood in the center there where the wall, the window is. I'll reuse the 4 little cripples I have underneath that windowsill. Just cut them down a little bit shorter, basically take 1.5 inches off. That puts the window right at 48 inches. And then I gotta just basically get rid of those pieces up there. I already cut some longer than that. So yeah, so hopefully it won't take me another 3 hours to get that one down and back up. I'm thinking it should take maybe 2, since I kind of have a process down as far as how I did it by myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video and get with it, see how much I can get done. Like I said this morning, the goal would be to get that wall back up, get the front wall up, get everything secure, and then see what it's like. I might start building some trusses, or at least get a lot of the cuts made tonight, so tomorrow I can just put them together. But we'll see. I basically took down all that little PEX I had up here just to test the water, and just put in literally just put in some scrap PEX I had with one of the spigots I had from at the campground, just so I can have some water up here whenever I need it, without too much worry, without having to go back down there. So like I said, it's real primitive, not very fancy at all. But with the actual line secure, and just having spigot, and then that is some serious pressure there. That's usually shooting 20 feet. So that is awesome. Definitely gonna have to use a regulator for the camper. Campers are usually only rated for about 50 pounds, 55 pounds maybe. So luckily I got a regulator for the camper already, so I'll be installing that when I bring the water to it. But yeah, time to get with it. Check in with you guys later. It is 8 o'clock, and Travis just left. I had him come over, sent him a text, asked him to help me with this front wall just because it was so heavy. But there it is. I got one 10 by 12 shed at least up. I'm gonna take the rest of the evening, unload the plywood, or the OSB in that plywood, take all this wood that's under this tarp and put it in the shed area, just so I can get it laid out for what I'm going to need for tomorrow, and make sure I got everything. I had to waste a couple of boards because I redid those 2 walls, well, portions of them anyways. But yeah, I feel pretty good about it. The front and back are almost perfect square. You know, I pulled line from corner to corner. This front wall was off by 1/16, and the back wall was off by an 1/8. The left wall over here was off by a 1/16 or an 1/8. And this wall, it is it's got a little flex to it. But whenever I put the siding on, the panels here, I'll be able to kind of push it. You maybe can see that movement a little bit. I can kind of push it that way a little bit and square it up. But somehow this wall is going to be off by I think when it's all said and done, maybe 1/4 to 3/8 from, you know, corner to corner. We'll see. I might be able to square it up a little bit more with that paneling, but I'm pretty happy with it. I pre-cut this little part here. I'll just get a saw and flush cut that, and that will be the bottom of my door. So my plan is I'll build the door frame kind of in that frame, and then put the siding on it, and then go from there. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. That opening is right at 60 inches, and from the bottom of the floor down there to the top, it'll be 84 when it's all said and done. But yeah, we got one shed almost done. I should be able to get it finished this weekend. Like finished, we'll see. And then yeah, get some plumbing going, get that electrical in here, and we should be good. Anyways, I got about 30 minutes left of sunlight, so I'm gonna check out of here, sign off for the evening, and get that lumber organized and figured out how much I got left, and if I need to go get any more for the trusses tomorrow. The trusses, yeah, trusses tomorrow. So, you know, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There'll be 10 trusses I got to build. It looks like it's going to be about a 412 pitch when it's all said and done, so not super steep, which is good, because that means I really do only have to cut a couple of these branches back here. Like this little guy coming down, I'll cut that one, I'll cut that one coming down, I'll cut, and that should be it. There might be one little one coming from that main line or that main branch going up that I'll have to cut, but I'm going to try not to. So all in all, feel pretty good about it. I'm glad I went ahead and fixed these walls, these windows. They were off. First one, like I said, took me about 3 hours to take the wall down, take it apart, put it back together. The second one, since I cut some of the wood and kind of had it figured out how to do it easier, took me right at an hour and like 15 minutes. So good saving the time there. Some hard lessons learned for sure. Causing rework's never fun, but can't complain. First time I built a shed by myself in like forever. Last time I built a shed was with my grandpa Kirk in Arkansas, and I was probably 10 maybe, I think. And I just helped him, you know, get this, put that there, hold that. So it's been a while. I learned a lot of stuff, but anyways, I'm signing off. Talk to y'all later.